sure my volume's up. I just realized that. Oops, wrong way. There we go. How are you all doing today? Let me get you on the phone. Let me turn my thing off on my phone. Today is St. Patrick's Decoration Day. Oh, there we are. I'm going to use my phone for hopefully seeing comments. And I got to put it so I don't block the camera here. But then I got to see if I can be in frame. There we go. So, like, follow, share. All right. So today we've already taken down all her stuff that was up for St. Patrick's Day. Oh. Sorry, didn't turn the volume down there. There we go. We've taken down all her stuff for I keep saying St. Patrick's Day, from Valentine's Day down. And what we're going to do is St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to show you the stuff that we're going to be using on it. Hey, Charlie. So we have I brought you up the same colors, didn't I? Yeah, we have it in, there we go, 3 different colors. I mean, it's black with the lighter green, green with the green hat, with the gold hat. So we got those we're going to be putting on the tree. We have, oh, this goes to the outside. Gonks, as they call them in the UK and Ireland, but gnomes here. We have these little gnomes that are going to go on. There's 3 different patterns of those. We're going to be using one of these for the top of the tree. We have a variety of ornaments that we're going to add in there. A little pot of gold, some shamrocks. I think that's it on that. Yeah. We have some picks that have, I haven't spread all these out yet or anything. They have little hats, the little shamrocks and all on them as well. Hey, Margaret. Hey, Carrie. Charlie, I'm glad you're here. On it, we have what we're going to put around the tree. Oh, I put them together. I didn't do that. We have some pick garlands with little clovers on them that we're going to use as our garland going around the tree. Yes, tell Janet to get on here. We have to make a bow up top. We got some little gnomes there. I haven't opened these yet, but we have some of these little picks as well. So what I went ahead and did already, she has a windowsill here, so we were playing around with the windowsill because this is going to be really the second time I've done her windowsill. Really the first time. We had some snowmen there, was it in January? I guess it was January, and she left them up, but we just put it out. So now we're getting a little bit more creative here. Next month we're going to have a garland, but not this month. So we were playing around with what we're doing here. It came out so cute. So I'm really excited to show you that. But I'm going to show you that at the end so you can see kind of everything together as far as that goes. All right, so what I'm just doing right now on these is that I'm just going to spread it out a little bit before we put it on. Once I put it on, I can manipulate these a little bit better, but this way just gives me kind of an idea how they're going to go on the tree a little bit. And we didn't do so much sparkly stuff. The ornaments and all are going to do it. So like as a garland for this, we went with something a little bit more softer, but that would give some dimension, to it as it goes on. So I wore my little apron today. Hello, Julie. How are you? Yes, tell your friends we're here. We're here, we're here, we're here. Okay. So these have, because these are bronze, they have these big loops on them. Now you can just, I'm going to leave it on because I'm going to use the top part of it to attach, and you can use them as you attach each pieces. I have 3 of these. These are only about 5 feet long, so you have to determine. I have, what is this, really like a 6-foot tree, so depending how you're going to put it on, we don't have to worry so much about the back as much because really we're in a corner. But if you're decorating, where it's going to be seen more, you definitely want to make sure you get the back. So let's get started, and excuse my back, ladies. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm actually just going to use one of the branches here and thread it through, just to hold it. I don't care about so much of it being up here because I'll have the bow kind of coming down, but we're just going to kind of loosely wrap this. Around here. And again, we'll spread all this out. And you can use the tree branches to help hold it in place. Just bend it around it. I really like this. It gives it a little more dimension. You can see some of it sticking out already. But like I said, we'll go back and we'll fix all that to make it look better. Where did I start? Okay. So see, I already know I don't have a stop here. Oops. Let go. Let go, Mr. Tree. There we go. So now some of these come in 5 foot, some would come in 6 foot of these garlands. So like I said, if you have the 5 foot ones and you're doing a tree like this, you definitely need to buy a few more than just 2. You might need 3 or 4. It just depends on the tree. This is a pencil tree, so it's narrow, so sometimes I don't need as big as, or as many. So I'm just going to flare these out a little bit. I like doing these little pips. Little pips. Where's this tied in? I'm gonna untie this one. I don't know how I tied it in. There we go. I'm gonna bring it more like that. And it's all wired, which is what's nice because you can bend it in any direction that you want. All these little pips. Pips, peeps. It's P-I-P-S or P-I-P. But depending where you're from, you may want to say pips or peeps. Got a really bad congestion infection at the moment. I've been in bed. Oh, Julie, I'm keeping well. I hope you are. Hey, Claudia. How are you? Well, you got to get well, my friend. It's not fun not feeling good. Not at all. So these come all like rolled up like a lasso. And then you just got to take everything and just spread it out. Unwind it a little bit. That's gonna look cool. What do you think? Although, I mean, it looks cool. We'll fix it a little bit better. We'll get some books in there and the things. I just want to make sure I have enough. My friend Janet, who I'm decorating, is right over here. So I'm talking to her too. Oh. And you guys. It's her tree. All the lovelies. Okay, I think we got that one done. Alright, so I ended over here. So again, I have this big loop here that I'm going to squish together. Hello, Mary. How are you? I'm going to kind of tuck it back here this time. The part where I don't talk much because I'm concentrating So if you have questions, ask the questions. I will go back and I can go see the questions. I try to keep up the best I can with all of the questions as I'm doing things. You hear me talking to myself? And sometimes what you got to do is just take a step back and see where everything is, to see where you have to change it or add to it. Alright, so let's see, that's kind of like there. Don't want the branches sticking out too much. I kind of want them nestled in, but I want them close to the edge. And the reason being that there's not much on, you know, it's not a full garland. It's just, you know, in where the wire is. So I needed a little bit out, because if I stuffed it all back in, then you're not going to see this effect that you're seeing here with it all sticking out. You're not going to see it. But I definitely don't want it where it's like hanging off the branch either. So we can go fluff this out and change it up as we go. So we got another one to put on. And some of these holes that you see right here, they're going to have, like, for instance, like this guy sticking in there. So they'll all be filled up. That looks cool. It looks so woodsy. And we got the gnome, so it gotta be woodsy. It has to be. Oh gosh, Julie. Yeah. It's not fun being sick. Not great. I mean, I was sick last year, and I think I got sick, was it earlier this year? I think it was. It looked like a cold, but it gets to you. It gets to you. Oops. Where is this one? Where are you tangled? There we go. Oh, see? We gotta put him back on. Put him back on right there. Done. There we go. Should have had these all kind of straightened out and a little bit pooped out a little bit before I came on. But I didn't want to waste any more time not seeing all y'all. Like I said, I had to take all the tree down and box it up for her. And then we had to get things prepped up here a little bit. All right, I think I'm going to have enough. Yay. It's always a good thing. It would always, like I always tell her, I said, I may buy more than what I need, but I'd rather have more than not enough. Now I'm probably going to disappear partially. I can't make my iPad go any lower than where it is on the table here. So if I disappear, I will show you what I'm doing. I don't know, maybe I can make it a little bit lower without it falling over. Let me see. Will it go any more forward? That's about as forward as I can go. That's pretty good.
You just want to put a box on a bit.
No, actually we could lower the table, but it's okay. It's good. We're good. All right. Okay, I'm disappearing. I gotta go down into the dungeon, you all. Let's just string this and make sure I have enough. Can y'all see? Yes, you can see. I'll just make it perfect. All right, so let's get this one nestled in here. Oops. And then around there, so it's not coming back across. And this is just perfect. See if I can find a little branch to hold that. Perfect. I don't know what you can see. Oh, you can see my hands. Okay, good. It's good, good, good. This one's all wrapped around this little shamrock. I'm going to move him down here. So we can spread out our hips a little bit more. Jimmy. Don't you come back no more? You're funny. So there. All right, let's go in a little bit down here. Okay, so now I gotta get up and see where we can spread some more out. And I know I have a hole right here, but that's okay. Good God, this is hard when you get all together. Get up, ladies. Woo! All right. And I'll probably fiddle with these as we're putting out all the stuff as well, just because that's what I do. That's what I do. We play. But just by putting those on, you see how it gives more dimension and all to the tree here?
I just love them.
I love them. I never used to use these, and this year these have been one of my go-to things. I think we used this in, did we do this in your January tree? We did different pips.
I think so with the
Yeah.
clouds.
All right. So we have a lot of gnomes. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Yay. Thank you. Janet's probably sleeping. Hi, Carolynne. How are you? Oh, she is watching.
That's funny.
The other Janet? Yeah. All right, so let's get our gnomes up here. We have a lot of gnomes. We have about, I think it's 25 of these guys. And I want to make sure I don't put the same gnomes next to each other, but that may be hard since we have so many. And whatever we don't put up, we have a tier tray out front that we can use the gnomes for as well, because we can always cut these little things off. But Miss Janet here loves gnomes, so I told her, I said, let's do a gnome tree. Let's have fun. Let's have fun. So does anybody have any questions about what I'm doing or any suggestions? I'm going to move you guys back up so you can see, since I'm up here. I'm going to put my phone back up here so I can see the comments. So please ask away. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys may have. Today is kind of it's supposed to be a nice day, and last night it started raining, thundering. Did you hear all that too, Janet, last night? Oh, I forgot, we had a yellow. We had a light green one in here. Oh yeah, I got them. Wait a minute, are there 3 different ones or 4 different ones? There's 4 different ones. I thought there were 3 different ones. Oops, my bad. Come here, turn around, Mr. Gnome. There we go. Oops, get in there. And these are really cute, these gnomes. They're really light and squishy. I really like them. Janet likes gnomes. She always asks me, can you make some gnomes? And that's why I said, why don't we just do a gnome tree? And then, of course, next month, the Easter. So we got some really cool things for Easter. Oops. Do that. What we're going to do. And then we have May and June. I didn't know there were 4 different kinds. What am I missing this one? Trying to keep them all separate. Look at the little orange beard sticking out. I love that. Cute little guys. Oops. Put you over here. And oh, no, put 2 of those together. Wait, let me switch. Turn them around. Okay. It would be like Gnome Land. What's the 4th one? All right. Does anybody have any questions? Super cute. Thank you. I think it's going to be cute. Once we get everything in there, it's going to really, I think everything's going to pop. It's going to have a little sparkle going on. I like these gnomes. I really wish I bought some for me. They are stinking cute. I ordered these for her, God, I think it was back in December. And it took forever to get to me too. But I was very happy when I got them. I was very surprised on how good they looked. Oh, I got that one. This one. So, wrong one when I want to switch out. Get up there, Pip. Switch this one out. Here we go. Where do you see that I need one? It's always the thing when you're decorating, you're going to step back a half a dozen times to see. Are you taking a picture?
Come on.
Oh, come on in. She's taking a picture. Oh, there's more ones over here. Oh. These. Okay. Gnome Land. So we have a lot of gnomes, so we can put them all over the tree. And like I said, I think I have 24. These came in, I think it was a pack of 3 or 4. I think is what it was. I can't remember. Oops, I dropped that one. Okay. Let me stand back and see. Oh, I like the gnomes. I like the gnomes. Okay. Let's stop with the gnomes. Let's add some other fun stuff. Now these I can hang, or I could stick them in. And I'm not sure which I'm going to do yet. So what I'm going to play with is just sticking them randomly in. Oh, Or if I do that, I don't want to hang them. I want to stick them in. So let's just take these off. Because I want the hat outside and I don't want that little gold thing sticking out. That's why. How does that look? Got one in there, it's hard to tell. Do you want to cut off the tops of these?
Doesn't matter.
I'm giving you a job.
All of them?
Yeah. Oops, wrong way. Because we're just going to stick them in there. And as she cuts those off, we have these little ornaments, these pot of gold, and the little shamrocks we can stick on here too. And this is where a little bit of the bling comes in. It just gives a little sparkle to it. Oh, I like that. That's cute. One down. One shimmer. And these are good, like, to use as what we call fillers, you know, in everything. And I dropped two. Since I'm down here, I'm gonna go down here.
Do you think you need the third box?
I don't think so. I think with this and the picks and all that we have to go in, I think that might be enough.
Great.
We have a third box of these, and that's what she was asking me if I thought we needed the other box of these, and I don't think so. Oh, I see a gnome on the floor. Right there. Gnome escaped from the tree. And these, what's nice about having something like these on there, because it reflects, so which gives it, like I said, a little bit of bling on things. See how I say make your bed, but you never know all the sparkles, because I use her bed. She doesn't have any sheets on her bed, because I come here and I make a mess out of it. And I clean up my mess, y'all. I like these little pots of gold. They're cute. I like those. Look at those with the little clovers on them. Put one right there. Alright. We have a gnome down here. Pick them up, put them right there. There we go. Alright. So these we're not going to keep. So we can throw these. Do you have a trash can there? I got a bag going here. These on. All right. So we also have these little picks. Let's get the hats all in so that we have all these kind of already stuck in here. I'm trying to keep the hats alternating, meaning so you're not seeing too gold or too black by each other. ones in the front, you're going to kind of see them like that. Not so much sticking out, as if to say. Let's see if we can. Here I need one on this side. And I'm using the pips and the branches to kind of help brace them in there too. So don't be afraid to use things like that as well. And it, you know, like you create a little nest, wrap it around it a little bit, and a gnome fell. These gnomes don't want to stay. They're gonna come back home with me. All right, so now we got these little guys to put in there. Hello, hi Wendy, hi Tom, haven't seen you in so long. Hello, Miss Teresa, how are you? All right, so we have these picks. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna cut these or not. Usually I like to stick them in, and because I can stick them in anywhere, I like the length of them. Of course, you don't want anything sticking out that you're gonna see it. That is a no-no. But we can just spread these out. And we got a whole bunch of these, and we got some other ones, so let's see where we want to stick things. And again, this gives it some more dimension, width, if you want to call it that. Randomly stick them in. And these are, again, are things you're going to have to stand back and look at and go, oh, hey, Debbie, how are you? Hey, Darsh, how are you? Welcome, welcome, y'all. And these, because they're curly, you can scrunch them closer, you can pull them out. See how curled up that one is? Switch them around, put them on the other side, so you have them on both sides. Oh. Move him anyway. Well, maybe not. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to try to put the rattling down. I have some just plain, I gotta look where the camera is. It's on one side, I think it's on the other. I have some just plain ones here. Aren't they cute? I love the little spirals, they're cute. So these are just little ones. And again, we're gonna have the bow and the topper up there. So these are just little shamrocks to stick in, little clovers. And it does the same thing as the ones that are a little spirally, but it's only one thing. I want it facing down, I want it facing up. So I'm using the light on that one, the light cord on there to help keep it up. And you just go around and you stick them randomly. Oop, it's okay, because I think I want to do that one too. I want to put one of these down here. And let me step back for a sec. No, I'm not sure. Oh, let's take these back out. There we go. Got my pip in there helping out. want a bigger one in here. One with the spirals. Now these spiral ones I got at Michael's. I guess I should have told you that. These ones I got at Dollar Tree. The big hats, here's the kicker. Michael's has the big hats like this. Dollar Tree has the same hats, which are the ones I'm sticking in here. So, hello, no brainer to know which ones I was going to buy. This is for the tile. So that was a no-brainer there. So just to let you know. I don't know if they still have them. With these, I rated them. I think I bought like 15 bags of these. And I have, what, like 6 bags of just the clover ones from Dollar Tree. So, sometimes less is more is good, better. It just depends what you're doing. So always take a step back and look at it and see, you know, do I need to use all of them? Am I missing a spot, like right here where I can have something? Yes. So that's why you'll see me in and out of the frame a lot. And when you get down to the bottom, of course, you don't want these sticking out at the bottom. So keep that all in mind. Do I have another one of these? I do. I've got 2 more of these. Stick them right there. Maybe one right in here. Okay, and then we got these guys. Pick a pick. I have a bunch of these, and these are just that there's a little. Now you can cut these off too. Glue a little piece of string on top if you want to, and make them little ornaments. You could do that as well. See, when I go in like this, I don't know. Oh, you can't see. When I go to stick things in, I want it to be, see how it stays. I don't want it to feel like it's falling through like I was down there. Because there was nothing really holding it, you know, in place. I think our laundry's done. We're singing dryer. Doo-doo-doo. I wish I had some music I could play. That would be nice. Some Irish music. Again, I know you can't see when I get down lower, so just bear with as I'm putting things in here. Ooh, I got just a few more. And these, like I said, these are just like almost like ornaments. So I'm going to use them. Just kind of stick them in around her tree on the side here. Since we didn't go around all the way to the back, because nobody's going to see that. But this will help. You know, give some, oh, that's it. Oh, still got some gnomes. Well, we can just put these babies on the back side here. So see, we'll have enough ornaments, needless to say. We have a lot of gnomes. A lot of gnomes. The gnomes have it today. Okay, 3 more. And then we get to do the topper. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. And I'm putting these so she can, the beards, either face one way or the other, not facing the wall. I dropped one. Ooh. There we go. Yay. That's all done. How to bring that here. Okay, topper time. Now I could actually take some of those. Oh, let's do that. Let's take some of those plain ones, and I could use them on here. Let's take a couple, and we can put them on here just to give this a little bit more on here. You know, like kind of like that. So let's be creative. Are these bendable? These are wood. So we're gonna have to stick them in. So let's do this. Now, again, you can cut this down if you want to. I like to run it, if I can run it behind the tree. I use the topper of the tree to help hold it in place. And that way I still have the whole pick. If God forbid she, you know, down the road, she wants to use it for something else, the pick, we can. How's that look? I think it looks lopsided. Her tree needs to be back like this. There we go. All right, so let's get the bow going. Now, where did I find this? I want to say Dollar Tree. I think it is Dollar Tree. It is poly. It's not that bad. It holds its curl. So it's really not that bad of a thing. And our little guys. Now, of course, they all go in one direction. So you have to decide how are you going to make a bow. Are you going to do loops and have tails hanging down? And if you're going to do that, you need to make false tails. Because I don't. Well, it's not going to matter with these guys, I don't think. So, oops. Decide my tail is only going to be maybe that long. And we're going to do a handmade bow. And what I'm going to use, because I forgot my pipe cleaners, I'm going to use one of her little hooks. So decide how you want to do it. You can pinch it and hold it between your fingers if you want to do it that way. And I want to make sure these all are going to stay, keep moving to one side, I apologize. We're going to stay up. I don't want them where, you know, half of these guys are going to be facing down. So this is another thing you have to learn, because if I were to twist this right here, then that happens. I'm going to have half my guys upside down and half of them right side up. So we're not going to twist the bow like we normally would. Here's how I go to measure it. I'm just going to, oops, as I go on each side, tripping on the, this actually is pretty, it's a pretty bow. It's pretty ribbon, actually. It's not that bad, y'all. I know we all talk about Dollar Tree, but it's not that bad. Let's see if I can use the whole roll for her. It's only about 3 yards, I think, on this. I think it's only 3 yards. Yep, 3 yards. So we'll use it all up. If we have to make extra tails, we'll make extra tails. So you see what I'm just doing? I'm just folding it over. That's all I'm doing. And I like to hold mine in between my thumbs like this, because if I keep holding it on the tips of my fingers cramp up after a while, and it's just like, oh yeah. So let's see if we can do 3 tails on each side and then maybe 2 loops. 3 loops on each side rather, and then 2 loops in the middle. And we'll fluff the bow out and everything once we get it all done, so don't worry about that. Might not be able to do that. Let's see. Let's make my loops just a little bit smaller. That way I can do what I want to do. Now, when you do these, you can put as many tails as you want on them, hanging down. It's really up to you what type you like to do on a bow. I've done them where I've had tails, you know, and then I poof them in or scallop it or wave it in, whatever words you want to use for that. And I've done it that way too. So it's just really, what do you want to do? And I just keep going back and measuring to make sure I got them all the same length, because it never fails. I have one side that always seems to be longer. And if we can get one loop on each side a little bit smaller, I'll be happy. We have enough to do that. So now we're going to come in and just make a little bit of a smaller loop than what we've been making. And we should have enough for both our tails. Perfect. See, I have tails. Make that a little bit bigger. All right, so I'm just going to squish this together. I'm going to take my little cleaner here, my little tie, and we're just going to run this through here to the other side. Where'd it go? There it is. And tie it off. There we go. Are you going to lunch? Okay. I'll lock it. Just, you can leave your door locked, needless to say.
Okay. I came back to get my keys so I could get back in.
No problema.
So thank you so much. It's looking so beautiful.
Oh, I'm glad you like it. It's always a thing when you're decorating somebody's tree. Are they gonna
Always
like
love
it?
your cheese.
I think it's kind of cute.
It's good.
I'm just making the bow right now. All right. Oops. Twist it around. And you can take your ribbon. If your ribbon is really stiff, you can take it and do this, and it kind of breaks it right here where it is, and it makes it easier to pull around. Now this isn't that type of ribbon, but I wanted to show you that little trick. I know I've done it before, but I'll clean up your bow too.
Oh,
Where's your vacuum? Alright, then once I get where my bows and my tails are, I just want to make that really tight.
Okay.
Bye. Have a nice lunch. Everything will be all decorated when you come back.
Thank you.
You're welcome. These tails we're going to dovetail. So you take your ribbon, fold it in half, and you're just going to cut it on an angle. Voila, dovetailed. Same one on this one. Now if you're thinking of curling these, you may not want to dovetail it, you may want to cut it on an angle, so that way you can see it. I know you can't see me because I got to stand back further. There's a little leprechaun bow. Oops, I curled that the wrong way. Oh, pretty. So again, because I forgot my ties, I'm going to use, these are her little hooks. I'm going to throw that through the back there. I say I'm going to thread it through the back. Oops. Usually you would put this in before you make it so tight. There we go. What? We're adapting, ladies. we're gonna smush the whole thing up, so we'll fix it once it gets up here. And I may not even need this enough that, wait a minute, let me add one more onto it. And this is just like using the same thing you would do with the pipe cleaners, you twist them around. I know I bought pliers. There we go. I watched the cords down here. Okay. Now this is when I need a box so I can get up there. And we're going to stick those other ones in here too. Let's get this. My arms can't stay up here that long. The blood rushes out of them so quick. Oh, good gosh. Do you guys have that same problem? Blood rushes out of your arms. So you can curl these up a little bit if you want to do that. I gotta stand back and see. It's my hat. Move the bow over like that, maybe. So every time I move this one tail, it shifts the whole bow. Okay. Let's see. It's in this box. Okay. So much better if I do it this way. How does that look, ladies and gentlemen? Is that okay? Whew. Is it centered? No, it's off to the side. It keeps wanting to go that way. The bow. Let's see if that worked. Now the hat. Reposition the hat. How does that look? And now see the hearts. Thank you, thank you. Looking fabulous. You're back. It's okay. You're fine. Okay. So we have two of these, and these are on wood. So we're going to see if we can just stick these just off to the side like that. I dropped the hat. Let's see. There goes my bow again. My bow is going to drive me crazy today. It really is. Maybe it's this branch that's in the way. Is that centered? Okay. Ooh. Listen, you know, with bows, we could be here all day long with me fluffing this bow, changing this bow, moving this bow. Maybe I'll just leave this tail coming more out to the side like that. I'm going to stop playing with it. But I want it just right. Stop. Walk away. Okay, that's not bad. All right, let's fix our little guy here. This guy. Here we go. All righty. What do you guys think? They look good? Do you think it's okay? Hey, Kirsty, how are you? You did good. Thank you, Julie. All right, so let me just move a couple of things here. I'm going to show you what we did in her window. This is something new we kind of started. We just did it in January. I want to pick up some of this trash out of the way there first. Always got my big trash bag. Let me move this over here. Now guys, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to pick up my iPad. So bear with. And I'm going to flip it around so you can see the whole tree. I'm going to step back. So we'll just go from top to bottom. Let it focus up. Oop, I gotta fix her skirt. So that came out kind of cute with all the little gnomes. I see some gnomes twisted, so it makes them face forward. Now what we did something different in her window this year. This is something new we're doing. So we did, hopefully with the light behind it, we did like a little garden, a little gnome garden. So I know the light behind it kind of makes it stand out. That little saying I think is so cute. It says, may the road rise up to meet you, may the winds always be at your back, may the sun shine warm upon your face, and rains fall soft upon your fields until we meet again. I just love that little saying. And we just put some shamrocks that we got the Irish going there. We have some little clovers that are green, and then we have the rainbow going on. We have some little ones like these. Look at the little guy. Isn't he cute? Oh, they're all so cute. So that's what we got. Now, what we're going to do, y'all, is go decorate her tier tray. So let me put you back in this stand really quick and look at the tree. Oh, I got to get out of here. I put all the boxes and all here. Hold on. Hold, please. Kind of wedge myself in here. Oopsie. Lock myself in, I should say. Hold on. And while you guys look at that, I'm just going to gather this stuff. I have it all laying on her bed here. I got a bag here, so hold on. I'm just going to put it in the bag. It's going to rattle. Sorry. Didn't know. Didn't think about this ahead of time. Oh, and she locked the door, so I hope I don't get locked out. That'll be fun. All right, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to take you with me. Whoa. You're coming. You're coming. Okay. Let's go. Let's go on a safari hunt. I know she has a little thing she can put in her here so it doesn't lock. But I have no clue who that is. Oh, she's got food out here. She got delivered. Did the door say open? Oh, man. Okay. So we're going to sit on the floor. Ooh. And I'm going to see if you can see, that's her tier tray. If you look up there, I'll show you later. I made that, can't get my finger, a little cookie jar for her. But let's decorate the little tier tray. You may hear some noise out here because I'm in the hallway. So we have this little sign. It says Lucky, and I gnome it. I thought he was cute. Home Sweet Gnome. We got have a little bling. We got some little clovers to put in here. We have another sign. I'm lucky and I gnome it. This one. I told you it was all about gnomes this time. Have a little rolling pin all decked out. Oh, she has a little ring, so we're gonna see. Whoops, we're gonna see if we can stick the ring on here somehow. We have this little cart, loads of luck, and this I did for her. Flower, the pot came from Dollar Tree, and I went ahead and used some small Dollar Tree, what do you call them, ornaments. So we're going to see how we can make this all work so you can see it all. We're just going to kind of stage it in. We can go back and change some things around if we want to. But let's make sure we can get everything on here. He's got to go by the pot of gold, don't you think? I think he has to go by the pot of gold. Oh, where are we going to put you? Because this is so big. I could put it back there. I could put one of those there. Put this one here. Let's move him, maybe move the pot of gold over. Maybe stick a little clover back here, give it some dimension. Okay, so we have this little ring. So we're going to see if maybe we could just stick it up here. It won't. I think we can get it right in there. Oh. Maybe we can make it work. Maybe. Sorry about the noise. Oh, I can't get it out. I just wanted to sit there. There we go. All right. So look. I'll flip it around and it's easier for you to show you. So up here is the cookie jar. And it said that I made, it says Leprechaun Kisses, 5 signs. So we have Hershey's Kisses in there. And this is what we just decorated, her little gnome, all her little tier tray, little things. Gotta go and put the gnome down there. So I think that came out really cute. Now I did do her wreath on her door. Let me get it up, y'all. Let me show you that. It might be a little dark. I gotta make sure the tree doesn't lock on me. So I may have to take a separate picture. Let's see how we can do that. There we go. So there's our little wreath. So I think we're done. And this might give you a better view of her tier tray. It's a little corner as you come into her room. It keeps flickering in and out of, what's the word? Blurriness. I'm going to call it that. All right, you guys, so I'm going to say bye for now. You guys have fun. Hope you enjoyed what we did today. And see you